They've stood tall for thousands of years, silent, majestic giants of ice stretching across the poles and mountaintops, untouched by time, immune to human ambition. But today, these once indestructible glaciers are disappearing at a terrifying rate. In silence, they are collapsing, cracking, and turning into rivers. You don't hear them scream, but if you listen closely, the earth is crying. What we are witnessing is not just a seasonal melt. It's the beginning of a global unraveling. The question is no longer if this will affect us. The real question is, when? And more urgently, is 2025 our final chance to act before it's too late? Across the coldest regions of our planet, from the Himalayas to Antarctica, glaciers are shrinking faster than ever. They've lost more than 50% of their total mass in the last 50 years. What once took centuries to erode is now vanishing in a matter of decades, or even years. In the last 2 decades alone, satellite imagery has recorded staggering losses. Places that were once covered in ancient white now expose bare black rock. And what's even more terrifying, this melt isn't happening in isolation. It's triggering a deadly chain reaction that could impact every human life on this planet. Because when a glacier melts, it doesn't just disappear into the ground. That water goes somewhere. Sea levels rise, coastal cities flood, entire low-lying nations face extinction. Freshwater reservoirs dry up, ecosystems collapse. Wild animals, polar bears, seals, snow leopards, lose their only home. Climate refugees are no longer science fiction. They're real people, forced to flee from floods, droughts, and destruction. This is a slow disaster, but one that's building like a wave, and that wave is heading straight for us. Let's rewind for a second and look at the recent years. 2023 was the hottest year ever recorded in human history. Glaciers worldwide saw accelerated retreat. 2024 wasn't any better. It brought record-breaking floods, wildfires, and prolonged droughts. Now, as we enter 2025, scientists are warning that this could be the tipping point. If we don't act now, many of the changes we're seeing will become permanent. We're already on borrowed time, but 2025 might be our last chance to prevent the most catastrophic outcomes. But don't just take it from the data. Let's hear the stories from people living on the front lines of this climate disaster. In northern Pakistan, Rafiq, a farmer whose family has worked the same land for generations, now sees his fields turn to dust. The meltwater that once fed his crops is gone. His children are hungry and his village is slowly emptying. In Bangladesh, young Amina remembers the night her house flooded, when the river, swollen by glacier melt and heavy rains, swallowed her entire neighborhood. They ran with nothing but the clothes on their backs. And in Alaska, James, a lifelong fisherman, watches helplessly as the icy waters where he once fished are now eerily warm and empty. His boat sits idle. His income has vanished. These aren't distant tragedies. They're living realities. Scientists are not mincing words. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, NASA, NOAA, all agree the glacier crisis is accelerating. We're watching ecosystems collapse in real time, and once these glaciers go, we can't bring them back. By 2050, over 1 billion people could face severe water shortages because of disappearing glaciers. Let that sink in. Over 1 billion lives at risk because we didn't act fast enough. And yet we pretend we have time. Politicians talk about goals for 2030, 2040, 2050, as if the ice will politely wait for our deadlines. But glaciers don't read climate policy. They don't care about diplomatic meetings or budget forecasts. They only respond to temperature, and temperatures are rising, fast. Every year we delay action, we lose ground. And soon there will be no more ground left to lose. Imagine your city submerge. Imagine summers so hot they melt roads and kill thousands. Imagine wildfires so intense they turn skies orange and forests to ash. We're not talking about the future anymore. We're talking about tomorrow. The scary part? We're running out of next years to fix this. If we let 2025 pass without radical change, we may cross a point of no return. But here's where hope comes in. Despite everything, the science, the politics, the despair, we are not helpless. Around the world, people are fighting back. Young climate activists are marching. Scientists are innovating. Engineers are designing carbon capture systems, clean energy grids, and green cities. Countries are investing in solar, wind, and electric transport. Change is possible. It's not a fantasy. It's a choice. A hard one, yes, but a necessary one. We still have a window, and it's called 2025. You might be wondering, now what can you do? The answer is more than you think. You can start by using your voice. Demand change from your leaders. Vote for people who believe in science. Reduce your own footprint. Eat less meat, drive less, waste less. Support green businesses, educate your friends, your family, your children. Talk about climate change. Don't ignore it. Every action matters. Because together, millions of small steps create a global wave of change. And that wave could be the very thing that saves us. But the clock is ticking, the glaciers are melting, and the window is closing. One day our children may ask us, what did you do when there was still time? And how will we answer? Will we say we were too busy, too distracted, too afraid? Or will we say, we stood up and we acted before it was too late? This is not just a climate story, it's a human story, it's our story, and we are the authors. 2025 is the chapter where we decide if it ends in destruction or redemption. Let us not wait for more disasters to shake us awake. Let us rise now, not for ourselves, but for the planet and for every generation yet to come. If this message moved you, if you care about our future and our planet, then please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps spread awareness, and awareness is the first step toward action. We still have a chance. Let's not waste it.